All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, call all Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Harakar Kudash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, we in the transitioning period, man, okay? And I'm gonna look up what that is, okay? What that means, all right? Oh, never mind, I'm tripping. All right, this is not this. This Google is wicked, man. All right.
Transition.
All right, transition. I mean, let me be more specific, man. All right, here we go. Transitional period. All right. A transitional period is one in which things are changing from one state to another. A transitional period following more than a decade of civil war. All right. A civil war causes transitions, man. Okay. All right. Because war is division. All right. Especially civil war. All right. All right. Synonyms: changing, passing, fluid, intermediate. Let's look and see what it says right here in this. Okay, man, whatever. All right. Transitional is used to describe something that happens or exists during a transitional period. A transitional period is one in which things are changing from one state to another. All right. Hey, America is in a transitional period, man. All right. So let me get some scriptures. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and to every time, and to a time, and a time to every purpose under the heavens. All right. There's a season for everything. Everything is supposed to last for a certain amount of time before something else springs up and pops out. All right. Everything has a starting point and everything has a stopping point. All right. And just, looking around, trying to be, circumspect and a watchman. All right. You can see that the season of America is slowly dwindling down. Okay. All right. You can see that, you can see that things are changing, man. You can feel it in the air. All right. You got people riding against themselves because one presidential candidate or this presidential candidate. You got countries warring against themselves because of this resource or that resource. All right. Or because this country said this or this country did that. You have, on a bigger scale than that, you have Esau preparing his military for a war against Yahushua. All right. War is a big sign of a fall of a kingdom. Okay. All right. So let me get some more scriptures. This is Ecclesiasticus. As soon as it loads up. 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay. Esau, Edom, you did all these things. These are all things that you have done unto the children of Israel, man. And through the Spirit, all right, I'm going to read something out of this book to show you that to show two things: that the transitional period from Gad ruling and living in the Americas to the Edomites coming over and taking, okay, their land and their resources, okay, by the force of the sword, all right. And I'm going to show you, all right, or read to you, okay, in the same book, the dealings and injuries and riches gotten by deceit through the hands of Esau Edom using Christianity, okay. Just read a few, maybe a page or two, all right. So this is on page 47, and it's called The Mainland. In the year 1514, there went to the mainland a rich wretch of a governor, a most cruel tyrant, ruthless and imprudent, lacking any piety. He regarded himself as an instrument of divine wrath. All right, and these Edomites, okay, only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai was able to bring wrath upon, the northern kingdom because of idolatry, all right, because of all the wickedness that they have done, man, in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai. His chief aim was to settle in the mainland with a large population of Spaniards, all right. Other tyrants had gone to the mainland before him and had robbed and committed many atrocities along the coast, but now this governor surpassed all others who had ravaged the mainland in the cruelties he committed. All right, his nefarious deeds went far beyond the past abominations in the Indies. He ruthlessly exterminated the people and turned the land into an inferno. All right, he burned up the land. All right. I'm skipping down. All right, the tyrant governor, who had gone to the mainland with a large company of Spaniards, invented new cruelties, new methods of torture to force the Indians to reveal and to hand over their stores of gold. All right. Riches gotten by deceit. He got their riches by, unjust dealings, okay, and injury, all right, torture, okay, all right. One captain at the order of the governor slew in a single attack more than 40,000 Indians. All right, this is Gad, man. Okay, skipping down some. The people were killed by the sword, by fire, by being torn to pieces by the fierce dogs the Spaniards kept, and being tortured to death in various ways. Okay, going down. All right, well, I'm going to read this too. And because of the pernicious blindness that has always afflicted those who have ruled in the Indies, nothing was done to incline the Indians to embrace the one true faith. And this is how Christianity was pushed on the Lord's people, man, okay, by force, all right. They were rounded up in large numbers, forced to do so, in so much as conversion of the Indians to Christianity was stated to be the principal aim of the Spanish conquerors. All right. They have dissimulated the fact that only with blood and fire the Indians have been brought to embrace the faith, to swear obedience to the king of Castile, or by threats of being slain or taken into captivity. All right, so Edomites, all right, you Spaniards, okay, forced Israelites into believing in, that white piece of meat, all right, Cesare Borgia, man, okay, all right, by force, okay, all right, by threats, all right. But let me go over here. I says, then just skipping around. This is the cruelty, man, and this shows the transition of a kingdom, man, because war, all right, war, all right, and war is going to be a big significant change a big significant piece in the transition of the kingdom of America, man. Okay, and that war is gonna be brought on by Yahweh Shai, all right, and that's a war that Esau is not going to win. But going on in his book, then in the early dawn, when the innocents are asleep with their wives and children, the Spaniards attack and enter the town and set fire to the houses, which, being commonly made of straw, burn rapidly with all those who are within them. So you attacking people at night, you burn their houses, man. These things are going to happen in this time too, all right? Because Esau's going to move at night, man, all right? This is how the devil works, man. He's sneaky, all right? But here we go. This is what I wanted to get, all right? The wretch of the governor who first penetrated the mainland committed countless vile deeds, of which I shall mention a few. I can't say this word, Kakik had, that's a native ruler, all right, had given the tyrant, either of his own accord or impelled by fear, gold worth 9,000 castellions. Not content, Esau not content, all right, with this amount, the governor had the Indian ruler, all right, the native ruler, bound to a stake in a sitting position and a sitting posture, with his legs extended, and set a fire to burn the soles of his feet, demanding more gold. All right, hey, because of things that you did, all right, in this book, and things that you did in this book, all right, Salak, in this book, and things that you did in countless other books, Esau. All right, well, let me show some things that you did in this book, man. All right, right here, man. All right, hanging the Jake, man. All right. This is your deceit, all right? This is your unjust, unrighteous dealings and unjust actions, man. For you to push fear in the people, man. All right. For you to set yourself up as to be somebody, man. Okay. All right. You're gonna pay for this, but these things are I'm trying to see how I can say it, are things that show transitional, show that one thing is going to be given up for something else to come. All right, just like your kingdom is going to be given up, Esau. All right, for the Lord's kingdom to come. Oh, Shalom, Aki. How about Shemal Shai Barakatah? And that's good. You're getting off the plantation, man. All right, that's good, man. That's real good. All right. All right, let me go look at my scripts, man. All right, hit that. All right, let's see. So there's a time for everything, man. All right, and the time for Esau Edom to go down is rapidly happening, man. Okay, you got this situation with this plague that the Lord is polluting the earth with. All right, through the hands of Esau Edom with this COVID-19, whether it's real or not. Okay, all right, it's affecting the people. It's affecting the world, just as we knew that through the Lord through Moses sent plagues upon Egypt, and it affected those individuals, man. This is the new Egypt. Look at the plague that the Lord is affecting Egypt with, man. All right, the world with, basically. Okay, all right. Let me get this. All right, this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah. All right, his wife, that's when they became husband and wife. He married her when he took her, all right, to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Pandan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. Isaac entreated Yahweh Shemal Shai for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh Shemal Shai was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her. She said, if it be so, why am I thus? Why are my children fighting with me? All right, with inside of me. All right. And she went to inquire of Yahweh Shemal Shai. And Yahweh Shemal Shai said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right. Right here. All right. Well, this is not my point. But right here, this is talking about us, man. The one people shall be stronger, that's us, and the elder, this is Esau, he's going to be serving us, man. All right. The younger, all right. And this is keys right here. This is a key indicator of, who's going to be in rulership at the end of everything, man. All right. The younger is going to be in rulership, man, because the elder's in rulership right now. All right. And the elder's rulership, okay, is going to be taken down through the spirit and probably how about Shemal Shai. All right. Verse 25. So like verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red. We know who that is, Esau, all right, the so-called white man. And all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, all right? And after that came out his brother and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and they called his name Jacob. And Isaac was three score years old when she bare them. All right, you taking somebody's hand, you bringing somebody down by grabbing them by their heel, man. Okay, just imagine my hand on your heel. All right, it's signifying that I'm going to pull you down. If you can understand that spiritually, man. All right, this right here, all right, is another telltale sign that Esau, all right, is going to be brought down, man. Okay, all right, Esau is going to be brought down by Yahushua, man. All right, by Yahweh Shai, okay? And right now by us, because all we doing is prophesying, man. We speaking things that will come to pass. This whole Bible, everything from the beginning to the end of it is true, all right? And everything that has happened, all right, it has happened. And everything that hasn't happened that's in these scriptures will come to pass, man, okay? All right? We just have to be patient and wait, all right? Let me see. All right. All right. So I just Googled, all right, what are signs of the end of the Greek civilization? All right. And this is, something simple because, Jake is simple, man. We don't got to be all like super deep in this, man, because if the Lord wants you to be super deep, you're going to be super deep, man. All right. So this is what I just Googled, right? And I'm going to click on this, man. Ancient Greece for kids, decline and fall. All right, because this is what it's about. We learning about a transitional period, man, and how a transitional period leads to another kingdom, man. And the kingdom that's going to be led to the transitional period from America to the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. All right, let me read this. How did the Greek civilization end? The Hellenistic period ended with the conquest of the Eastern Mediterranean world by the Roman Republic and the annexation of the Roman province of Macedonia in Roman Greece, and later the province of Achaia during the Roman Empire. All right. So we're going to break it down Barney style, man. All right. Get up in this right here, man. Duxter's web education website. All right. Ancient Greece, decline and fall. All right. Ancient Greece was one of the most dominant civilizations in the modern Mediterranean world for hundreds of years. All right, this was prophesied, okay, in the scriptures, man. All right, like all civilizations, however, ancient Greece eventually fell into decline and was conquered by the Romans, a new and rising world power. All right, America is slowly in a decline. Okay, the money system, all right, is a big tall tale. All right. And you got this pandemic, you got the race wars of people, you got the Egyptians fighting the Egyptians, you got Edomites fighting the Edomites. Okay, you got Jake out there screaming BLM, and they don't even know what the hell BLM is stand for, really. Okay, all right. The people are against each other, man. Okay, all right. So like all civilizations, man, are going to come to an end, man. All right, look, I don't know how well you can see it, but every kingdom, all right, has an end, man. All right. Every kingdom ended by the kingdom after it, man. Okay. All right. Just wanted to show you where's the picture at that I had. All right, whatever. All right, but we all read this in Daniel, man. We all seen this image before, right here. All right. The Greeks got overruled by the Romans, man. All right. And this kingdom right here, all right, is gonna be overruled by Yahushua, man. All right. And this is the kingdom that we in right here. Right here. This is the kingdom right now. All right. So all civilizations have an end, man. And this image is the order structure of their end, man. Okay. You had the Babylonians, all right, the Mercians and the Persians and the Medes, Salak, all right. You had the Greece Empire, the Roman Empire, and now you got the NATO and the EU, man. Okay, all right. Years of eternal war weakened the once powerful Greek city-states of Sparta, Athens, Thebes, and Corinth. Okay. All right. So years of internal wars, man. Eternal wars are wars within that country, man. Wars that are amongst the people. All right. They weakened the Greek Empire, man. Okay. How much more here in America, man, where the Lord is going to, utterly destroy this place. All right. Worse than the Greeks were destroyed. All right. From the Romans. All right. Philip of Macedon, Salat, rose to power in 338 BC. He rose south and conquered the cities of Thebes and Athens, uniting most of Greece under his rule. All right. Upon Philip's death, his son Alexander the Great took control. Alexander was a great general. All right. He proceeded to conquer all lands between Greece and India, including Egypt. All right, here we go. Greece is divided. All right, let me grab this, man. All right, but he knowing their thoughts. Let me put this on here so we know it's Yahushua. All right, but let me start up. All right, and he casting out a devil, and it was dumb, and it came to pass when the devil was gone, the dumb spake, and the people wondered. The Lord just did a miracle, man. But some of them said he casted out devils, through Beelzebub, the chief of devils. And others tempted him, sought of a sign from heaven. But he knowing their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth, man. So this is how, right here, the words of the Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, show that a kingdom is going to fall, man. All right, this kingdom, all right, that we living in, man, is going to fall because it's divided within itself, man. Just like we're going to read here how Greek is divided in itself, okay? When Alexander the Great died, there was a huge gap in power. Alexander's empire was divided among 4 generals. All right, let's look up who those 4 generals were. All right, Cassander, Ptolemy, Antagonist, and Seleucus. All right, those are those 4 generals, man. All right, and that's in the Apocrypha. Let me read that. Let me read this first. These divisions soon began fighting. Although the Greek culture had spread throughout much of the world, it was politically divided. Division, man. America is politically divided, man. Okay, if the political parties are divided in ancient civilization, all right, and that civilization didn't last. And if the political parties are divided in this civilization, do you think this civilization is going to last? Into the O, all right. All right, this is Maccabees 1:1, and it happened just the same thing we was reading here, okay, in this kids decline and fall of Greek, all right. We read the same thing right here in the biblical scriptures, man. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and Medes. All right, war caused the king of Persians and Medes to fall. All right, war is gonna cause Esau, Edom to fall, man. All right, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. All right, Alexander was the first over Greece, man. He smote, King Darius, man. All right. All right, Greco-Persian Wars, man. All right. Uh, mm, okay. All right, the wars of Alexander the Great were fought by King Alexander of the Third Macedonia, first against Achaemenid Persian Empire under Darius III, and then against the local chieftains and warlords as far east of Punjab, India. All right. All right, here we go. Just read a little quick synopsis of it. The Battle of Guagamel. All right, if I said it right, Salak. If I didn't, Salak. All right. Also called the Battle of Arbia, was the decisive battle of Alexander the Great's invasion of the Persian Achaemenid Empire. In 331 BC, Alexander's army of the Hellenistic League met the Persian army of Darius III near Guatemala, close to the modern city of Duhok in Iraq, Kurdistan. All right, so that's where they fought. All right, and around that area. Okay, all right. Let me see. Going back over here, and made many wars. Verse 2, Maccabees 1 and 1. First Maccabees 1 and 2, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. All right, we just read. All right, a little bit him slaying where and who he slew. All right. In this little Google search, and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, and so much the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. Pride, man. Pride does that to you, man. All right. And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries to him. All right. I'm just skip to the point. I'm just keep reading. And after these things, he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Where he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And the servants Bel rule every one of them in his place, everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them. Many years, evils were multiplied in the earth, man. All right. Antiochus, man, and all these other wicked Edomites that came after him, man. All right. That was the fall. That was the cause of the fall of the Roman Empire, man. All right. I mean the Greek Empire. All right. Well, I just read that to show you that what history that they have written in here is real. All right. According to the scriptures, man. All right. But my whole point of showing you this is a transitional period, man. Transitioning period from the Greeks to the Romans. All right. And then I get some scriptures for how a transitional period from the kingdom of Esau to the kingdom of Yahushua, man. All right. There are many factors that went into the decline of the fall of ancient Greece. Here are some. All right. Greece was divided into city-states. Constant warring between the states weakened Greece and made it difficult to unite against against a common enemy like Rome. Same thing going on in America, man. There's within the towns, all right, people are gonna be warring over food. They're gonna be warring over resources to survive. All right, they're gonna be warring over because this person got elected or that person got elected. All right, whatever, man. Stupid shit that don't matter. All right. The poorer classes in Greece began to rebel against the aristocracy and wealthy. All right, race wars, man. Class wars. Okay, all right, that's gonna happen here, man. All right, the city-states of ancient Greece had different governments and were consistently changing alliances. All right. America got alliance over here, but we know through the scriptures, man, all these alliances is going to turn back on America, man. Okay. All right. The beast shall hate the whore. All right. That sitteth on many waters. All right. Greek colonies had a similar culture, but were not strong allies to Greece or any Greek city-states. All right. Rome rose to power and became stronger than any individual city-states of Greece. All right. The Romans used a new type of fighting formation. All right, called the Menipple. It was more flexible than Greek military formations called the flax. All right. Although the Romans conquered the Greek peninsula in 146 BC, they did not take control of Egypt until 31 BC. All right. The Greek language continued to be the main language. All right. Used in the eastern part of Rome. Life in Greece continued as much the same under Roman rule. All right. But the lifestyle in America is not going to continue, man. Okay. All right. So I was just a little bit of signs that signs of the end of a kingdom, man. Okay. All right. Let me jump over here into Daniel, because we in the middle of a transition period, man. All right. Now this Daniel 2:28. But there is a power in heaven that revealeth secrets and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. All right, we about to read what's gonna happen in the latter days, man. And these are the days that we are hoping for, man. Okay. Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these. All right, we're gonna jump down to right here. All right, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start here. This Daniel 2:40. I'm gonna go to 44. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh into pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. All right, just as you reap what you sow. That's what they're speaking about, man. All right. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes part of clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. All right, division, man. We just read about what division does, man. All right, division causes war. Division causes your place to not stand. Okay, all right. But there shall be in it the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with merry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and a part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and be partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with merry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seeds of men, but they shall not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with merry clay. All right, this kingdom is not going to stand, man. America is not going to stand. This beast, this EU, all these kingdoms, all right, have an end date, man. And America's end date is very soon, man. Okay, we just gotta wait, be patient, pray, and hope, man, and wait. Okay, and wait. There's nothing more important than waiting, man. Okay. And in those days, and in those days, and in the days of these kings, the people that's ruling right now, shall the power of heaven, Yahweh, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Okay, that's the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, and the kingdom shall not be left to another people. All right, this kingdom's only going to be given to the Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay, all right, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. All right. All right, look, man. Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian, all right. The Medo-Persian Empire, Darius, all right. Alexander the Great, all right. Rome, and then your modern day society, all right. America, okay. The EU, NATO, all right. And then Yahushua coming as the rock that we about to read, man, to cause war and havoc and destruction, which is already being caused on the planet Earth right now, man. Okay, all right. Verse 45. For as much as thou sawest that stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold. All right. Yahushua bringing down these kingdoms, man. Okay. All right. Like you said up here in the prior verse, okay? The great power Yahweh hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. The dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure, man. All right, it's for sure. All right, you know how Jay be like, for sure. All right, it's for sure that this is gonna happen, man. All right, and it's happening, man. We are witnessing the transition of the American fall, man. All right, we are in the transitioning period, man. All right, you got to pay attention to the signs, man. All right, you got the wars going on, man. All right, you got the division amongst the political parties, and that division amongst the political parties is trickling down to the people. You got all these decrees that Esau Edom is making up to further force you into a state of depending on him. Okay, all right, but the dependency of Esau Edom is going to run short, man. Okay, all right, it's going to come to an end. All right. So you depend on Esau, you depend on your own government, you depend on your oppressor, all right? You're going to receive what your oppressor is going to receive, which is death, man, okay? All right? Let me get something in, you know. All right. This is Matthew 24 and 24 and 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the building of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be none left. There shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Everything is going to be destroyed, man. All right. And as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world, man. So we know Esau's world is going to end by the coming of Yahushua, man. Okay, by the coming of that big black so-called Negro, man. Okay, big so-called black Negro, man. Okay, coming out of the skies on a chariot, man. All right, this rock right here, man, coming to bring forth down these kingdoms with war, man. Okay, all right. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. All right. You know, there was I believe it was earlier this year or last year, for an example, there was a Edomite guy posing around to be the Lord. All right. I think it was in Africa or Europe or somewhere. And he died on the train station, man, in the train. Okay. All right. Verse 26, and ye shall hear of rumors of war. All right. You should hear of wars and rumors of war. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but it's not the end yet. So these things must happen, okay, for a kingdom to go down, man. Okay. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. And the beginning of sorrows is not sorrow for us, even though we're going to be in sorrowful times because we're going to have to experience and see these things. But these things are going to be sorrowful for the individuals that love this world, the individuals that, are in rulership, man, because this is the end of their kingdom, man. These are signs of a transitional period, man. All right. Yep, that's that right there for that, man. And then let me go over here and get second address, man. Dang it. All right, this is second Ezra chapter 6, verse 6. Then I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through me and through none other. By me also shall they be ended, and by none other. So all the things that the Lord was speaking to Ezra about was how he formed the world, man, and how everything was made by him and how it's going to end by him. This is what he's speaking on here, man. But we want the end of this place to happen, man. Okay. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder, all right, the division, okay, of the times? Or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, our forefathers, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand first held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. Key indicator, all right, of who's going to be ruling next. Key indicator of a downfall of a nation and a rising up of a nation. Key indicator of division amongst the people, all right, of spiritual division amongst brother and sister. Brothers, all right, and one brother overtaking the other. The hand of man is betwixt the hill and the hand. The other question Ezra asked thou not, I answered, and then said, O Lord that bears rule, if I have found favor in thy sight, I beseech thee, show thy servant the end of thy tokens, whereof thou showest part the last night. So he answered me and said, stand up upon thy feet and hear a mighty sounding voice. And it shall be as it were a great motion, but the place where thou standest shall not be moved. You know what? I'm going to read this over here. All right, where I was at. All right, verse 14. And if so I'm reading it out of all right, the New Oxford Annotated Bible, all right, with the Apocrypha, all right, so I can get better understanding, and so you can be better edified as well, man, all right. And if the place where you are standing is greatly shaken, while the voice is speaking, do not be terrified, because the word concerns the end. All right, I'm gonna read both. And it shall be with as it were a great noise, but the place where thou standest shall not be moved. And therefore, when it speaketh, be not afraid, for the word is the end. For the word is of the end, and the foundation of the earth is understood. Oh, okay. Because the word concerns the end, and the foundations of the earth will understand. All right. The word of the Lord, man, all right, is going to cause this place to be destroyed, man. And the foundations of the earth understand, because they want to be cleansed, man. Okay. They want newness. They want that refreshing. Okay. All right. And why? Because the speech of these things trembleth, because the speech of these things trembleth and is moved, for it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed. For it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed. And we read earlier, a transition or transitioning or transitional period is from coming to one state to another, man. Okay. The speech, I'm reading again here, the speech that concerns them, they will tremble and be shaken, for they know that their end must be changed. All right. The end of the wickedness in this earth, man, is going to change, man. All right. The end of the land being polluted is going to change, man. It's not going to be the same, man. Okay. Things are not going to be like they were in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay. And it happened that when I heard it, I stood upon my feet and hearkened, and beheld, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. When I heard this, I got to my feet and listened. A voice was speaking, and its sound was like the sound of mighty waters. It said, "The days are coming when I draw near to visit the inhabitants of the earth." All right, and I'm reading this again, just over here in this. And behold, it said, "Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and with the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled." All right, reading down here. And when I require from the doers of iniquity the penalties of their iniquity, and when the humiliation of Zion is complete. All right, we've been humiliated, man. All right, reading this book, okay. All right, the book of the Trail of Tears, man. This book, we've been humiliated, man. Okay, all right. And the individuals that caused that iniquity, man, all right, you're going to be humiliated in the time of your house, child, man. Okay, all right. But this is showing a transition, man. Okay, all right. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see altogether. All right. When the seal is placed upon the age that is about to pass away, then will I show these signs. The book shall be opened before the face of the firmament, and all shall see my judgments. And we all gonna see the judgments of the Lord, man, upon this place, man. Okay, because we want this place to. When I say we, I mean the men of the Lord. Okay, I want this place to be thoroughly cleansed, man. We want this place to be done with, so we can live in righteousness, man. Okay, all right, all right. Going into the signs, man, that you're gonna see. All right. Children a year old shall speak with their voices, and pregnant women shall give birth to premature children at 3 or 4 months, and these shall live and leap about. And reading 21, all right, here. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses suddenly be found empty. All right, all right, going into this 22. Sown places shall suddenly appear unsown, and full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. These stores are going to be empty, man. All right. 23. The trumpet shall sound aloud, and when all hear it, they shall suddenly be terrified. All right, 23 here. I'm going to 29. And the trumpet shall give a sound which, when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And the time, and at that time, friends shall fight one against another. The same thing when we was reading in this thing about the Greeks and how they were divided. You know, it started right here. It says internal wars, man. Internal, all right. Inside, okay, all right. So at that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right, verse 24 in here, it says, at the time friends shall make war on friends like enemies. The earth and those that inhabit it shall be terrified, and the springs of the fountain shall stand still, so that for 3 hours they shall not flow. All right, verse 25. It shall be that whoever remains after all that I have foretold you shall be saved, and shall see my salvation and the end of the world. You want to remain through this, man. You want to make it through this, man. All right. But you only can make it through this through the grace of the Lord. First, through the grace of Yahweh Shema Shai, his mercy upon you, all right, and through faith, man, all right. But reading on, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from, no, Salah, I'm sorry, 26, 25. Whosoever shall remain from all these that I have told you shall escape and shall see my salvation and the end of the world. All right. We want this to happen, man. All right. Whether we be martyrs or witnesses or martyrs for Yahweh Shai, okay. All right. We still gonna see the end of the world because we're gonna be with Yahweh Shai. All right. We're gonna be up in the chariots looking down. All right. Or if we here while all this is going on, we're gonna see the end of the world, man. Physically here in this carnal body, watching these things come about, man. Okay, all right. The whole point is for this whole world to end, man. This whole point is about a transitional period. All right, going from the kingdom of Esau to the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, all right. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed into and turned into another meaning. All right, going down here, reading 26, and they shall see those who were taken up, who from their birth have not tasted death, and the hearts of the earth's inhabitants shall be changed and converted to a different spirit. All right. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. All right. We speaking the truth now, but when it says it's going to be declared, it's going to be seen by everybody, man. Okay. All right. And when he talked with me, behold, I looked little by little, and upon him before whom I stood. All right, 27 in here. For evil shall be blotted out, and deceit shall be quenched. Faithfulness shall flourish, and corruption shall be overcome. And the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be revealed. All right, things that we are speaking are going to be revealed in the times that Yahweh Shai, all right, is coming, man. All right, and they're slowly being revealed now, man. All right, so the whole point in speaking on this, man, was speaking on the transition of a kingdom, man. All right. There's wars that has to happen. There's pestilence, there's famines, there's death that has to happen, man. Okay. All right. There's division that's going to continue to happen all the way up until the day of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. We can go into Revelation 19 and 11, how Yahweh Shai is going to come on the white horse, all right, and overcome it and cause war and overcome Same thing in Isaiah. All right. And in Second Ezra, the 13th chapter. Yeah, the 13th chapter. And how the Lord is coming to bring war upon this place. War is a key factor, based on what I read here. All right. On how you can see a tall tale sign of a nation ending, man. All right. So with that, we just gotta pray. Hey, not the water and the water Habashim outside for these bomb scriptures, man, and the water for the comments. All right. But we just got to keep hoping and praying on Habashim outside, man, to bring these things about, man. Okay, because these are the things that we are longing to see, so we may see the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So with that, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Harakak Dash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who move on teach well. And I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. Hey, Tawada Ak for being here. All right. Kwame Yasharala and Bob Ballman. Shalom. Death to America. Shalom.